draft 2 is that it just did not make sense. Curse you, caffeine addiction. This is the weird thing about being a writer. Hey guys, I'm Kate. Welcome back to my channel, and today is going to be a little bit of a different kind of video because I'm going to be filming a writing session vlog, but not just any writing session vlog. This is going to be my can't live without items writing session. What did Brooke call it? Okay, Brooke called hers the what would you keep or give up while writing challenge. So basically the deal is I've come up with 8 items that I need for my writing sessions. I'm gonna take them and place them into a head-to-head battle, and I'm gonna do things a little bit differently. I'm going to basically end up with 4 of my 8 items, and I can only have my writing session today with those 4 items. A couple key caveats here. One, I am going to have my desk, mostly because this pepperoni does not like when I am in my room without him. He likes to be with, so for the sake of the little puppy nerves, we're gonna be right here. Now the other thing is that this is specific to writing at home. These are my writing at home necessities, not my writing in public necessities, which are a little bit different. So for instance, I didn't put music or headphones or like travel stuff into this category. Those are not going to be in the head-to-head, so okay. So I've already picked the 8 items that I think I can't live without during a writing session. I have folded them, I've put them into my NaNoWriMo mug, and it is time to select them out of the thing for the head-to-head challenge. Let's see what we're going to grab, and then second one. Oh, okay. I have the option between, oh no. Okay. Water or a crunchy snack. I'm actually, of all the ones that water has to go up against, I guess I'm glad that it is that one. I, spoiler, put caffeine in here too, and I was just dreading that water and caffeine were gonna go up against each other, and I was gonna be like, what do I do? Between water and a crunchy snack, what is the winner? Let's jumble these up a little bit more. Alrighty. That's 1, and that is 2. All right, Duke, which one do you think? Good vibes. We got, oh no, okay. We got my office chair or my dual monitor. No! No! So, oh no, yeah, puppy, that's how I feel too. Okay, here's the problem. The dual monitor I use for everything, frankly, but like when I'm in the midst of revisions, which I still am with Project Purple, I love being able to have my timeline up on one screen and my actual work on the other one. It's not that I can't revise without my dual monitor, it's just that I usually choose to wait until I have that dual monitor, and honestly, I like it when I'm doing my other stuff too. Oh no, but here, let me show you why I need my office chair. Pick a random chair for this example. More often than not, I sit with my legs crossed, which is not the most comfy thing when you have these bars. Like, my legs want to be free. I want to sit like I normally like to sit, and this just, it doesn't work, so I have to sit like this, and I just don't like it. Look how free my legs are in my office chair. They're free. I need to work on Project Purple. I'm gonna keep the dual monitor. Okay. Dual monitor, you're coming over here with the water. We are between notebook and fun pens and books for inspiration. I don't know if you've noticed on my writing vlogs before, any of my writing vlogs, I always travel with a book. 1, so even though this is not a writing in public one, I always travel with a book. 2, I always have a book on my desk. It doesn't matter what the book is. Both of my desks, there are books, always. I think it's something about seeing a physical form manifestation of what I ultimately want my story to be, even if I never actually pick up and read the book. So it's like a weird kind of inspiration. Now sometimes I do take a break to read and I use the one that's like on my desk, but usually it's just as a visual cue. But then notebook and fun pens it's not the same as a computer, which I guess I didn't say. Computer's obviously a non-negotiable. It's almost a non-negotiable. And because I'm in revisions, man, I'm realizing now that this would be a very different thing if I was just drafting. I'm gonna keep my notebook and fun pens. All right. And the final head-to-head challenge, hair tie and caffeine. Well, ain't this some crap? Here's the problem. Hair ties, I have long hair. I'm much like Violet from A Series of Unfortunate Events, where like the longer the writing session, the higher my hair gets. I slowly take it from off my neck to a low pony to like a bun at the very top. But then caffeine. Here's the other thing. I did already have my cappuccino for the day, but as y'all might be aware, I am slightly addicted in the best kind of way, right? And I do usually have either a second cappuccino or tea or drip coffee, so you know what? I want the caffeine. Okay. The things I do for this dog. I got my notebook and fun pens. I got my caffeine. I got my water. And I got my dual monitor. That is all. No books. No nice desk chair. But because I have my dual monitor, it is time for me to pull up my timeline. Project Purple. Yeah. Oh, where's the timeline at? There we go. You know, the other thing I didn't consider is just how much lower I sit in this chair from my desk chair. Oh, this is gonna be the most annoying thing. What was it up against? I don't even remember, but I'm gonna tell you now I made a mistake. All right, so to catch you up to speed on where I'm at on Project Purple. Yesterday, I had to delete this entire scene that I'd come up with. I posted about it on Instagram. It was like 700 something words, and then I just realized that it wasn't gonna work. And not only like, the purpose of the scene still needs to be there, but the way I went about it was all wrong. Great. So even though I deleted those words, I actually managed to have an epiphany for how it needed to be done. And I'm just hoping that it actually works this time, because of course the 700 words I thought I was right in the first time, and now I realize I'm not. So I already have 103 words in this little, in what I hope is going to be the right scene. Yeah. The scene is just Jenny needing to talk to the Queen of Mardalona, Augustine's mom. I want there to be, again, because I decided that she should be involved and not die off, I have to make it worthwhile, because otherwise it didn't make sense. That was the problem with draft 2, is that it just did not make sense. So I did a better job of including like little bits and pieces of her at least talked about throughout the rest of the novel, so now she actually needs to make her grand appearance. And before, I was having a full-on scene where Jenny and the Queen were going to get coffee and like have a sit-down sort of chat, and it just felt not good. Yeah. For someone who says dialogue is her favorite part, why is this part hard? Okay. Time to get to work. I'm going to do my Pomodoro session for this. So let's go ahead and plant this tree. Plant. What? Plant. There we go. This hurts. A mistake was made. Look at this! 602 words in a completed scene, and I think it's gonna work. And it's so interesting how the brain works sometimes, but like I was able to fit in a reference to something much earlier on in the book that I never would have thought would have fit there. Like I was just typing and it was an accidental like, oh yeah, and it just, this is the weird thing about being a writer sometimes, because a lot of the time things are very purposeful, like a lot of foreshadowing that I have to put in for like other stories, not really this one, but like for a lot of stuff like that, you have to be very purposeful about it. And then sometimes you just happen into something that makes that full circle all the more clear. And it's like, I feel like I had nothing to do with it. And yet obviously I did, because I wrote it, you know? 602 words. I'm so happy, and I get to adjust my timeline and actually put it in there because it is now complete. So it's near the end. Add event. It is going to be blue. The title is going to be pool scene. And oh crap, it's gotta take place after that. So I think the 29th could work. Yay! Hooray! So I only got 277 words that time. And I think part of that is just because I had to reread a lot, and I also fixed a little bit more of the timeline, but I had to reread a lot because I'm adding in new scenes, which changes the plot a little bit, and they're all focused on the end. And so what I'm really gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to reread Act 3 entirely to get the emotional beats right at the end, because I'm worried that they're not gonna have the pow that they had from draft 2 just because I'm putting so much in. So basically, let me rephrase that. I know they don't have it right now, but I think the actual added scenes are going to help a lot, and I think I can fix them so that they do have the emotional oomph that I need. So yeah, but anyways, this New Year's scene is the last one I'm having to write for the first time, and I'm so excited. Also, I am out of coffee, and I'm also out of water. So let's fix that. One more Pomodoro plant. All right, and I'm going to consider this writing session done. Let's review real quick how this actually went down, because here were the losers. Wow. I actually don't think the books for inspiration, like not having it on my desk, did anything. I do have some books in the background, but like I'm not looking at them, so they're not in my periphery. Yeah, it didn't matter to me. So that's an interesting revelation, I guess. Maybe I just didn't need the inspiration today. I was kind of on a roll. Who knows? Nor did I actually end up needing the crunchy snack. I think I tend to, ooh, this is bad. I tend to snack when I'm like stuck on something. So because I was on a roll again, I don't think I needed it. I will say I really missed my chair. It's like a really cheap one from Target, but I just don't like these bars. Why? And I did miss the hair tie. I had several times where I was filming something or just writing in general where you could see my hair just like I was not having it. But the question is, what would I trade if I could? And I just don't know. Even though I didn't do a whole lot and like I could just shift and use the timeline on here, I really like just having it up and seeing it. So I wouldn't trade this for anything. I wouldn't trade my water. I did actually end up using my notebook and my fun pens for a pretty big chunk of that last Pomodoro, but realistically, I don't need that. And then, I mean, me and my caffeine. I guess what this really tells me is that of all the ones I would potentially trade, the only one that I would for sure keep is the water, because I can live without caffeine. The hair is annoying, but like ultimately that's fine. So really, the office chair thing comes down to being comfortable enough to write, which I do think is important. So like if it was winter time, I might have said like fuzzy socks or something. So yeah, water's number 1 for me. Dual monitors number 2. And then after that, I think they could more or less be like evened out. So yeah. But all in all, despite not having everything that I would like to have in an ideal writing session, I actually got a crap ton done. I'm so happy, and I'm so close. Again, I'm so close to being done with Project Purple. It's gonna take a lot more rereading, and I'm gonna have to interview a couple people who have more expertise on injuries, but like I am halfway through that New Year's Eve scene, and that's the last one to write for the first time, and wow, you can tell I had the caffeine, huh? But please do comment down below. Let me know what your like number 1 must-have is. Is it as simple as water, or what? Maybe let me know what the item is. So like not a water food related thing, but the thing that you like having outside of your computer, whether that's a specific sort of pen, whether that's having a dual monitor. Do you use your phone a lot for writing specifically while also writing on your computer or something? Maybe you use your phone for research exclusively. I don't know, let me know. Also let me know if you have more than just one item. Are you like me, someone who likes all of the items. Comment down below, let me know. Thank you so much, Brooke, for tagging me in this. I think I will also tag, who am I gonna tag? I should have thought of this. And I'm gonna tag everyone in my Camp NaNoWriMo cabin to do this. If you are interested in doing it, if you wanna make a vlog out of it, if you wanna actually like write out a head-to-head bracket. Anyways. And also thank you to some of my new patrons this month. The Undead Sloth, Tammy Christopher, Jessica, Christina Furcura, and James R. Brown. And I will see y'all all with a new video very soon. Bye. Say bye, Duke. Oops. Just a writing session, but not actually just any writing.